Alright, hello everybody. Today we're going to be kicking off the stream for the Winter Season Championship. Day 2, this is going to be the final stage of the winter season, where the top 8 are going to be duking it out in a double elimination bracket. Now, 2 teams have already been eliminated. Those teams are going to be both hated as well as purple. And those are going to be the number 7 and the number 8 seeded teams. So, we've still got Primo, GG, Apex, Naps, Pinsir, and CPG still in it today. And we're going to see, I believe it's going to be 2 more teams knocked out tonight. So, this is going to be an upper bracket game. And it's the semifinals, so it's kind of interesting. Alright. Anyways. Primo against Naps, we see here. Naps is going to be taking triple crons. We've got 2 IS4s, an E5, and a Vickers Light as well. Primo's going to be taking triple IS4s, a cron, a mouse, an E100, and a Vickers Light. Now, map is going to be Winter Melanovka. We've seen Primo play on this map before, and they've got their lines worked out here. So, I think what they try to do, at least what they have tried to do, is basically done like sort of B and C strategy. With the mouse and the E100, that's going to be fairly obvious that they're going to be playing those 2 caps where those types of tanks are going to be more effective. Now, Naps is going to be taking somewhat lighter lineup. They still have a fair bit of HP because of the triple crons. But Primo are going to be taking a mouse and an E100. So they're going to have a little bit more of an HP advantage at the start. That's not to say Naps are at necessarily at a disadvantage just based on lineup, but triple crons obviously have pretty low DPM, but it is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with that much HP that Primo has, so Naps are going to have their work cut out for them in terms of having to cut down Primo's tanks. Now, I would imagine Primo are going to try to go for the cap advantage. Most of the time when teams have this much HP and some super heavies, they try to play for caps and then hold with the HP that they have. Provided that they don't bleed that much, it's pretty safe strategy. Now Naps, what they pretty much have to do is either keep Primo off of the caps and get cap advantage themselves, but it's gonna be difficult for them. Winter Melanovka, it is possible to take the B cap early on, but should Naps be able to bleed whatever tank tries to take it, it's gonna be pretty good for them. So Naps really has to focus on not losing cap advantage to Primo early on. Primo is just gonna have to focus on getting that cap advantage and not bleeding. So, we're going to be going into the battle now. Let us see which strategy ends up winning, which doctrine reigns supreme here. Taking a bit to load here. Alright, here we go. We're into game 1. Primo versus Naps in the upper bracket semifinals for the Winter Season Championship. Kicking it off, day 2. Tanner and Rine are both going to be going for some spots on that A cap. Tanner gets into the bush first, but neither of them are going to spot very much. Rob does get spotted in that E100. Gonna be holding the lane here. Tantan too strong, pushing forwards in the IS4. Gets a good shot into the crons that are crossing for Naps. So Naps has most of their tanks spotted by now. Rai is trying to move into the C cap. He's spotted now through the door, I believe. Or actually, we were spotted before. Getting the C cap now. Naps have bled a little bit of HP, but it looks like they have the map control for the time being. Rai bounces a shot, gets penned for the second one, and he does get reset. Even Steven and Ghost Ranger, though, can't really hold that much. Oh, but Steel Hunter has bled so much more. Down to only 637 HP. But Primo, as you can see here, they're going to be bunkering down into defensive positions, trying to bleed Naps as they push forwards. Rai is able to take the C-cap. Raindrop is flanking Chip. Chip is going to get worked on by both Rai and Raindrop, while on this side here, Wabbit has pushed into a position where he can hold a crossfire on these two Primo tanks, even Steven and Ghost Ranger. And look at Chip, has bled so much HP in that mouse there, although maybe not the best focus priority for Naps. Naps do pick up a kill on even Steven, so they get actually a 2-gun advantage very quickly. They haven't lost any tanks yet, and that's actually pretty impressive considering Steel Hunter is so low. Ghost Ranger is now bleeding a lot. Synergy is pushing across towards Cora and Rob. Primo finally pick up a kill on Rai. That's going to be the first one, but they need to pick up those guns, and they're losing more. Primo are actually down on HP, and the gun advantage is not going to help them out here. The gun disadvantage that they have. Cora pushing forwards. Wabbit gonna be looking for a focus target. Looking for Rob instead of Cora. Not sure if that's the best call there. Actually gonna be turning to Cora. Cora is in trouble. Wabbit has one more loaded for him. Should he pen? Oh, he's taking so long to aim that shell, but he gets picked up by Rine in the Vickers light, and now the Vickers can just come in and put his gun into the game. Rob puts Wabbit down. Synergy goes down as well, and now it's a 2 versus 3. Rob is very low on HP. Rine with a good kill shot into his turret there. 2 versus 2 now. A Vickers and an IS-4 versus Vickers and an IS-4. Tanner is low on HP though, so Rine has a bit of an advantage here. He's able to crossfire or work around Tantan. Oh, but that was a big miss. You need to make all your shots count in this sort of situation here to help Raindrop out. Tanner's now coming in to help out Tantan. Tantan botches the shot though. Tanner does not. Tantan down to very low HP, gets killed, and now it's going to be 2 versus 1 on Tanner. Raindrop needs to stay alive. Tanner looking like he's struggling a little bit, trying to get past the tank. Misses the shot. Raindrop, oh, really bad miss as well. Rine, though, gonna be here to clean up the rest of the game. Tanner botching the kill shot. Again, it's gonna be tough when that IS-4 is using that cover, though. Can't really blame him there. But Naps end up picking up the first game against Primo. So Naps did bleed quite a bit as they pushed into that map. Good map position, but again, if you push forwards for good positions and you're able to keep your tanks at least alive, a lot of the time you're able to make up that health disadvantage sometimes. Well, I said a lot of the time sometimes. Well, but anyways, Primo dropping game 1 to Naps on Winter Malinovka. I would have assumed that Winter Malinovka was actually one of Primo's stronger maps. So Naps picking up a good win early on, and on top of that, Primo is #1 seed going into the top 8. Naps is going to be number 6. So should Naps win, this will be an upset. But that's not to say that Primo is out of it at all. That was a pretty close game. So Primo really don't have a lot to worry about that much. They can definitely pick it back up from here. Now, interestingly enough, we had an update basically in the middle of this tournament. TVP got introduced. So nobody really knows how the TVP will impact the meta, but in my opinion, it won't make a huge difference. However, TVP versus Vickers, that's an interesting matchup actually. TVP obviously can get a lot of damage into the Vickers should it find it 1 versus 1 against it. However, I don't know if the Vickers is able to just outright kill it with DPM before it gets the second clip. Haven't really done the math there, but I'd imagine it's gonna be a close line or a close matchup. So interesting to see TVP played. And we'll see if Primo can make it work for their second game here. Alrighty, so let's see here. Music's cutting out for some reason. That's kind of funny. Anyways, each team has adjusted their lineup. Primo is going to be dropping the super heavies, of course, taking an E5, double E5s instead. They've also got 2 Crons and 2 IS4s. Last time they had 3 IS4s, so a little bit of a different lineup here for Primo. Let's see if they can make it work. Tanner is actually going to be not playing towards the A side. He's going to get outspotted by the Vickers anyways, but Rine is actually taking an interesting spotting route here, looking to see if Primo is playing towards the C cap. Korakor is spotted. Rine didn't even get spotted at all. Tantan is on the B cap there. I don't know if Naps has anything resetting. Raindrop might have a reset shell there. Tantan actually shot that the cover down, but don't think he's going to get a reset here. Raindrop doesn't have the reload. So Primo with a very early cap on B, that's going to be really influential here, because they can easily take C. Although they're pushing for map advantage here, Raindrop takes 2 shells from, I believe, the 2 E5s of Primo, but now they're getting crossfired there. Korakora and Rob, though, going to be pushing this position, which is pretty important if Naps aims to defend. And look at this, Naps is actually just making a rotation straight into the B cap, seeing if they can get some shells into those tanks in the middle. Also going to be slowing down the cap, and look at that, Tantan takes a lot of damage. Ooh, down really low, 504 HP. He's also down a driver. Look at Ghost Ranger's modules as well, missing his engine and his ammo rack. So, oh, Tantan gets picked up by Naps. Steel Hunter is on the B cap. There's action everywhere on this map. Everybody's trying to get angles here. Steel Hunter is down to 190 HP. Rob might have the finish. He's looking down on him. Ooh, Sierra. Oh, Sierra not getting the kill shot, but Rob picks it up. Rai is now taking a lot of damage. Radium has the 1 versus 1 against even Steven. There's just so many low health tanks here. Even Steven goes down to Rine in the Vickers. Ghost Ranger low as well. Sierra gets picked up. Riot does get picked up as well. Synergy has 3 shells loaded. Gonna be waiting for his 3rd shell though. Ooh, Tanner with the kill on Raindrop was able to pick up the E5 isolated in the Clipper there. Naps are actually down on HP, but they've got 4 guns against 3. However, Tanner's clip could come in clutch here if he's able to get it off on Radium. Let's see. Oh, Tanner does take a shell there, but look at that. Rob is getting focused out. So is Radium. Radium down to 835, well within clip potential for that TVP. Oh, but Tanner is looking for the kill on Synergy, not able to get it off. Oh, Radium picks up the kill on Rob. Tanner picks up Radium, though. Synergy down really low. Tanner takes another hit. It's going to be Synergy's on 8 HP. Korakora with the HP looking for the kill shot on him. Might overextend, though. Tanner looking for a flank on Wabbit. They need to do this fast. Korakora as well. Gonna be waiting for his 3rd shell to reload. Ooh, Tanner gonna be sneaky in the back. Rine is looking for him, I think. He was spotted as he rotated over there, and Wabbit is popping the reactive, so he's gonna be eating the whole clip of Korakora, looking to put as much damage in and see if he can screen for Synergy. Korra is waiting for his shells to reload, trying to pick up the kill on Synergy, and he might have it, although no, he's going to go for Wabbit instead. Bounces off his side on the other side as well. Rine picks up Tanner, and this is basically game now. As long as Korakora gets slowed down a little bit by Wabbit and Synergy, and that's going to go very well in their favor. Korakora picking a shot up into Rine. Ooh, Synergy with a good HE shell. Korakora gets picked off by those 3 tanks there. Again, really close game in the end. Synergy was on 8 HP for the longest time, but Primo just not able to pick up those kills. TVP did do a fair bit of damage, though. So it might find some use in competitive. Now, I do remember Primo used a bat chat on this map before, so maybe they're using or trying the TVP to see if it does a better job of doing damage over the bat chat. So it was an experimental strategy, but at this point, maybe it was a little bit of a wild card. They weren't able to pick up the win there, though, so they're going to be 2 wins down. Obviously, this is going to be a best of 5, so Naps are actually 1 win away from picking up the series in what would be an upset should they pick up the last win, but do not count Primo out, because they are the number 1 team here. They are down 2 losses to... And this is actually going to be one of the... it's actually going to be the worst opening, I believe. Being down 2 wins is unprecedented for this Primo team this season. Nothing like this has happened before. So maybe that will pressure them a little bit. Should that kick them into action, though, maybe Naps might not have as easy of a win as they might think. But Naps is going to be taking 50B, a single 50B. Interesting choice there. They've got a Vickers as well, 3 E5s, a Kran, and an IS-4. Very flexible lineup. Can play either behind the B cap or onto C should they decide to. Primo's going to be taking an E100, 2 E5s, 3 IS-4s, and a Vickers Light. Most likely, they're going to park the E100 in an area near the B cap, although Primo is very good at rotating that E100 around. So it's by no means out of the fight for very long. Even though it is a relatively slow tank, in early and mid game, it's not that big of a deal. So long as you make a quick rotation and get some good information early on, which they should be able to do with the Vickers in play. Tanner's going to be spotting, I believe, under these like land bridges here, trying to see if Naps is playing towards the C cap, but actually, interestingly enough, I would have thought Naps would play towards C and B, but they're not doing that at all. Instead, they're going to be playing towards the A cap with the 50B and the Vickers, and Primo is actually going to go down on cap most likely here. The Vickers doesn't spot anything for Naps, though. Tantan crossing. Radium does not get a shell into his side. Could have been some good damage early on. Tantan gonna be putting some shells in towards Rai. Cora has taken a position to kind of pressure out Radium. Radium looks like he's in a tough spot here, actually. Getting pushed on kind of aggressively. Even Steven coming down low with Tanner, it looks like. Yeah, this is going to be the play for Primo. They're looking to pick up Radium in the E5. Should he get tracked again, he is almost certainly dead. There's some action going on in the other side as well. Radium is just so out of it here. He is taking all sorts of damage, and he is not going to be escaping easily at all. Even Steven, though, pushing forwards aggressively. Oh, and Primo's also going to pick up the kill on Rai as well. Naps have to make a quick rotation, but they're already so down on HP. I don't think they're going to be winning this game. It would take a lot of really good damage in, or Primo to make a seriously bad mistake to lose this game. Even Steven does go down. Rai goes down as well, so Primo are down 1 tank, while Naps are down 2. Primo with about a 4,000 HP lead. Could be worse for Naps, honestly, but they really need to kick back into gear here. Raindrop is taking a lot of damage, getting tracked as he's pulling out, but Primo is kind of lemming training towards that kill there. Raindrop on fire, Synergy doing as well as he can to try to block for him, but he's not gonna... Oh, Rob with a huge HE shell into the side of the 50B. Ghost Ranger is a one-shot now, but yeah, Naps just don't have the HP at this point. There was something else that happened over there. Tantan rotated over to try to get a kill there. I think it was on Steel Hunter and the Kran as they tried to rotate over, but yeah, I mean, it's just 2 tanks against 4 now. So yeah, Primo winning this game quite decidedly. Wabbit putting the shots into Tantan. Tantan going for the ram, and the shot misses the ram. Gets the shot in, though, and Rob with the kill shot there. Primo, again, 8,800 HP up at the end of that game. So, again, by no means is Primo out of this at all. Naps need to secure that last win. They cannot let this opportunity pass them up. Primo, but getting let back into the game here. Should they pick up another win, the change of momentum could prove substantially helpful for them in the tiebreaker match. Naps taking 3 crons, 3 e5s, and an IS4. Gonna be dropping the Vickers this time. Primo gonna be taking 2 e5s, 3 IS4s, an e100, and a Vickers Light. I believe that's basically the same lineup they had last game. Primo winning that game on that quick rotation there. Yeah, Radium got focused out very early on in that game. Also pulled another tank with him as well. But yeah, I mean, Primo are pulling this back. They've got 1 game under their feet now. They can pick up another win here. That last game went very well for them, so I'd assume they can continue that momentum. It could come down to very close games again, though. First 2 games were very close. But actually, a lot of these teams are actually rotating pretty quick. Action happens pretty soon after first contact in a lot of the cases. Neither team are waiting to let the opponent set up well for a defense. And actually, the caps didn't come into play last game, so I believe Naps aren't letting Primo take the game to caps because Primo are very effective at manipulating the caps in their favor. If they're able to slow down the game, a lot of the times they're able to overcome like any difference in HP from what I've seen. And I think teams are starting to catch on to this. Primo gonna be playing over towards A as well as B, it seems. Should be something similar to last game. Naps pushing forwards. This time they're gonna be playing B and C as well. Tanner should get some early spots on these E5s crossing, as you can see here. Tanner gonna be taking a position where he can spot that crossing. Doesn't get a shell in though, into the side of those E5s. Right, putting a shot in towards Tanner. Tanner does get spotted there. Tantan pushing across. Not going to be pushing across. Might take a shot here. Oh, Korra takes a shell as well. Wabbit has the advantage on him. Was able to get there sooner, so Korra isn't able to push into that good position there. You've got some tanks capping. Ryan Radium over here. Even Steven. Oh, not sure why Riot was poking up so high. He takes 2 shells for nothing. They're going to get the cap, though, but Primo does have the advantage in that corner for the time being. However, these tanks, should those E5s push forward, will be able to turn and get shots into them. So, good bleeds, but still down on map position, in my opinion. Primo are getting some good shots in, though, so they are giving themselves some opportunities to push through. But Rine is actually going to be pushing around on this here. Primo is going to be forced to make a play, and it looks like those E5s are going to be chasing after Radium and Rai. Rai taking so much damage there. Mako, though, has taken a lot of damage as well. He's going to be pushing forward, trying to drag these tanks away. This is a really good play by Mako, dragging those tanks away from the fight, which is happening mostly here. Tantan has taken a lot of damage. Actually goes down at about the same time Rai dies. So Rai took a long time to kill, even though he's really low. Rine now getting focused out. Rob getting focused out in the U100 as well. Might put another shell out before he goes down, though, and that could be pretty big if it's an HE shell into the side of something. But he gets put down before he's able to do so. Primo, 3 guns down. Nap's going to be doing a little bit better, only down 2. But it looks like Raindrop is actually AFK in the back. I had not noticed, and that's going to be huge. Steel Hunter is able to get away for the time being. Tanner in the Vickers takes another shell down to 1 hit here. Even Steven getting focused out. Synergy down really low. Ooh, Tanner looking for the kill shot. I think they're just going to leave Tanner to pick him up. Although that's going to be a little bit risky. Even Steven actually just going to be pushing forwards for him. Looking for the shot. should have it, but he might drop down. Oh, that was a big misplay there. Radium now going to be jumping on him as well, but that was a bad shot too. Oh my, there are just all sorts of shots being missed here, and these are huge kill shots that Primo need to make. Even Steven looking for the kill on Synergy rather than Radium takes a shell. Radium has another shot into him as well, and oh man, Primo are down on HP still. They might just lose here, and Raindrop now coming in with the full HP after being AFK. Raindrop could have the kill on Ghost Ranger. It should be no problem there, but at the same time, Radium does get picked up as well, so Naps have not won this game by any means. Tanner is on the C-cap though. Wabbit gonna be pushing forwards for him. Both Cora and even Steven are in a little bit of tough spots there. Raindrop though with the full HP and the consumable just going to be pushing forwards, gets a good shot into the upper plate of the E5, and Wabbit picking even Steven up there. Cora now getting worked on. Tanner might go down to the E5. Good pick up there, and it's just Cora versus 3 here. Primo are going to be knocked down to the lower bracket. What an upset there. GG's in the chat. But yeah, I mean, Naps pretty much did the same thing that Primo did last game against them on the same map. Got really good positions early on. Again, you see here, Steel Hunter 5200 in the Kran. But yeah, I mean, that was good play from Naps, honestly. Primo also had the same thing going on last game though, so hats off to them. Both of the teams played that other spawn well. Maybe there's something up with that spawn, honestly, since both Naps and Primo got beat to their positions there on that B area from the spawns that they won on. But either way, getting those good early positions, getting those good bleeds off, definitely good for Naps as well as Primo on that game that they won there. But yeah, that's going to be game 3 going to Naps. Naps actually beats Primo 3-1. And again, that's going to be an upset because that's going to be the number 6 team beating the number 1 team. However, Primo are not out of it yet. They still have a lower bracket match to go through. And look at this, actually, GG picking up the win against Apex. So GG is going to be playing against, let's see who. GG are playing against Naps in the upper bracket finals. Primo is going to be playing against Pinsir in their finals here. Yeah, Primo versus Pinsir. I mean, that matchup should go to Primo based on seeding, but again, Primo did get upset just now, so. And I was actually wrong. Naps is number 4 seed, so all of these teams that we're fighting just now are top 4 teams. So it wasn't that bad of an upset. I apologize. But Naps definitely punching above their weight there, able to beat the number 1 seed. Primo's going to be playing against Pinsir next. That's going to happen in half an hour about. I think this is the match we're going to be watching. And again, both of these teams now, Pinsir and Primo, are in the lower bracket. So should they lose once more, they're going to get knocked out, being double elimination. CPG is going to be playing against Apex in their matchup here. Either CPG or Apex is going to get knocked out today, and one of either Primo or Pinsir is going to be sent home as well. Now, GG and Naps winning their games today have a bye until tomorrow, basically. They don't play any games until tomorrow. But that's going to be happening in 25 minutes, so we have some time until then. Oh. probably accept this. But I probably didn't make it such a big deal, but Naps won with an AFK the last game. Raindrop was AFK for basically the whole game, and I had not noticed. So that's very impressive for Naps. I think the game sounds different for some reason today. Anyways, we've got some times until the next game, so we're gonna be playing some pub matches until then. Alrighty, let's see. We're gonna be playing the VK. I feel like I always get this map on stream. Not that I mind though, this map is great. I do like this map. Okay. What do we have here? They have a 183, 704. Yeah, the game sound is 100% different. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just tripping, but I'm pretty sure that sounded different. Yeah, this is 100% different. Oh, 62A not happy with losing all of his HP at the beginning there. There's a 183 around the corner. There he is. He is fired. I'm just gonna be pushing forwards for him. Now he's trying to run out that way, so we'll see if I can cut him off, and we do. Track him so he can't move forwards for a good shot. PTA might have the kill here. There we go. Nice shot, PTA. 704 should go down fairly soon to our teams. Or to our team, the rest of the team. So I'm gonna be pushing around this way. Fosh was alone on that side. Poor Fosh. Game sounds different. I don't like it. That took me a bit to aim. I'm not sure where the... Oh, there's a waffle. And we're gonna wiggle, try to get a bounce. There we go. Maybe we can get a bounce. Oh, what is that? Oh, wait, the waffle's right there. Oh, the Conqueror's coming. Oh, no. 3 versus 1. Let's see if we survive this. Okay, we get a shot bounce from the waffle. If we can pick him up. Actually. Now we've got most of the tanks basically in front of us, so we're good now. Waffle is going to be worked on by the PTA, so we should be fine. Yeah. Let's go straight through his upper plate with heat because we are mega tall. We just look down on him. Look at that. We can pen him with AP. Insane. I've heard the VK is very good at face hugging, so I didn't realize it was that great. Someone said Raindrop woke up from a long nap for sure. Yeah, I mean, being the team naps, I think it's fitting. Happy Pancake Day. To you, a winner of a festive race. Here's the Pancake Destroyer's avatar. You can get yours forever, the same one but legendary. The legendary Pancake Destroyer. I think I'll stick to my dab avatar just for the meme value. Oh, the pancake one is pretty good. And a day of premium and 50,000 credits. I do like free stuff. Alright, how much time? What? They still got like 20 minutes until the next games. Well, we got a good game in the VK though, so let's play something else. Let me know if there's a tank you want to see me play in the chat, although it's you're not gonna hear me say this until 5 minutes later, so that it might take me a while. Raindrop was taking a nap, obviously. It's the secret to success. See, his royal fatness is saying taking a nap is the secret to success, so you heard it from fatness, my friends. Alright, what do we have here? Not bad map for this tank, although I'm not gonna go middle, just because if I go middle, I can get shot in the side pretty easily. And if you lose seaside, a lot of the times it's a guaranteed loss. So we're not gonna be playing with fire there. Man, I don't like what they did to the game sound. Can I have the old sounds back, please? His Royal Fatness says Wargaming updated the game engine. I believe best description is that everything sounds flat. I wouldn't say everything though. Like some sounds that were a little bit like higher pitch definitely are like flatter. 183 says spotted from Narnia. It is a 183. He does get spotted from a long distance. I'm not sure how far a Narnia is though. Oh, he just pinned me in the front with AP. How'd he do that? He's cheating. Don't do it again. Ooh. That one hurted. He's aiming for my cupola? Oh, he said sure. He was just typing. Alright. Oh, he pens me too. I pen you back. 183 just shot, so we can push across. We're gonna help out our Leopard Adin. Oh, never mind, he just died. 50B hit him from where? Oh, over there. I guess that makes sense. They still have a 268, and he just shot HE at the Leopard, so he's gonna be over that way. Oh, that's not very nice, Progetto. I only did 13 ram damage to the IS-7. Leopard should pick up the kill here. Or someone pick up the kill. His turret flew off. Nice pay to win. Sector 1. I'm pretty sure that is illegal. Do not call out your teammates' positions in global chat, because that can get you banned. Oh, that was a bad shot from me. He's wiggling his hardest to get some bounce shots. Big rip. How is that a mastery? Alright, I'll take it, I guess. 1217 is a mastery in this tank? Is it really that bad? Or do not that many people play it? I mean, it can't be that bad. It's a good tank, so... That's just weird. I would have thought the mastery was higher. Oh, it might be the update, actually. I think sometimes after updates, the mastery bars are reset, and sometimes they're easier to get. I'm not sure if they just make it all like 1200 XP or something, or if there's if they choose it for every tank. I'm not sure how that works. We've still got a lot of time left until the next games. What do we have? Rating? I don't want to play rating. Alright, let's see if someone said. Should be about 5 minutes, so let's see if someone said anything in chat for what tank to play. Doesn't seem like it yet. Guess not. Oh, play TVP. I don't have the TVP, unfortunately, and I don't have free XP to get it. I don't really want to buy gold to get it. We'll play budget TVP, the bad chat. Play your birthday tanks? Alright, well, let's see. Do I have any? Oh, okay, let's see. Wait, I have this tank. I've never played a game in it, so I guess I'll play this. The Agent Battle Pass tank. You're gonna go full tryhard with the chocolate bar, the other chocolate, and the improved fuel. And we're gonna go full APCR. Nah, just kidding, that's too much. 20 is a lot. Should be good with like 15. And this tank holds so much ammo, wow. Let's see. Gotta buy the equipment. Enhanced armor, improved assembly, improved control, or engine accelerator. We'll try this. And vertical stabilizer. This looks pretty decent. 200, this is a really good pen for a tier 6. Nice. Alright. And we've got the cool laser pointer. So that's gotta be a buff to RNG, right? Oh, this is actually a really cool skin. Look at that glowing. That's cool. I do like the skins they make for these tanks. The TVP one is actually pretty interesting as well, the legendary. However, I do wish that they made like the bronze on it shinier and made the contrast more. With like the, because it's kind of like really, it's almost white, but it's also like kind of gray, and it's like a really light, almost like rust color. So there's not a lot of contrast there. Alright, let's see. Oh wow, and there's particles on it too? That's insane. Wargaming are really doing pretty well with these 3D models. You got a lot of spots off. That VK is taking a really aggressive position there. And he's gonna be feeling it. This tank's acceleration is nuts. And the gun handling is crazy. Oh, what is this? Oh no, he's gonna hit me. Hit me hard. He's got a long reload with the 122 though. But he can like take off big chunks of my HP. Tried to track him. Wasn't able to get it off. He was going for the focus target there though. Focusing low health tanks. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get another shot off though. Quick scope that guy. Didn't bounce him this time. BDR is coming. BDR's got pretty nice armor for tier 5 actually. Sounded like he had the small gun. Ooh. Bounce off my side, alright. This thing's armor is nuts too. VK just shot. Oh, he's still there though. Our Sherman is going in. VK says GG. It's not over yet, brother. Oh no. I should not have done that. Wait, where'd the M60 get him? Oh, he was coming up the hill. Not bad. This tank is pretty good. M4 did well. Good job. It looks like M6 did well as well, so... Guard line avatar. What's my vault looking like? Full vault. Gold vault is at 565. Okay. Not bad. That's a fake tournament invite. We still got some more birthday tanks here. Chieftain and Ho-Ri. What do we have now? Still got like 8 minutes until the next game, so we'll play Ho-Ri. Because Ho-Ri is pretty cool. Not the best spawn on this map, but it's okay. We'll just have to make do. What do they have? PTA 54 and a 121B. Yeah, they definitely put like a high pass filter on this. And like all the game sounds. Don't know why. I think they were fine. Coming down here to see if maybe I get a shot into one of the mediums crossing, but they're not even crossing. So I am without a job. At least in the beginning. Ooh, E4 is there. I don't want to poke that. M60 gets tagged. Waffle gets hit. Somehow the Waffle didn't lose all his HP, so I'd say he's pretty fortunate. Considering their whole team is set up there. This is probably not the best idea, but let's see. E100 pushing across for our M60. Yeah, the E100 is not dumb. Neither is this guy. This is not looking good. Well, that's unfortunate. He's stock though, so maybe he doesn't pin us. Oh! Rip. M60 doesn't get away, unfortunately. Get a shot into his lower plate. E100 is pushing across. Their E4 is still there. Now I want to get up higher so I can start working on this E100, but I also don't want to get exposed to that YAG. As you can see, he's trying to get a shot into me. I might not get away. Oh. It's not looking good for our team though. YAG is turning, so we should be able to get him. Bosch, keeping an eye on him. Yeah, it keeps looking at us, so not gonna risk it yet. T-54 is doing good things in the corner. Actually, we might just have to rotate at this point. E4 is pushing in with HP though. And I'm just gonna have to turn for him. This tank feels much slower for some reason. Not sure if he can, yeah, I was gonna say, I think he can just bend me there. T-54 was doing well in the corner though. I'll give him that. See if he can win a 1 versus 1 against the 1-2-1. 1-2-1 just shot. T-54 is not gonna take advantage of that though. He's not paying attention. Ooh. He had the advantage for a second there. 1-2-1 messed up the shot. He's now a 2-shot for the 1-2-1. Actually, no, because 1-2-1 is using Keat on this side. Oh, but he bounces off the gun, it looks like. And he's just gonna get picked up by the E4. Unfortunate. Tournament room is up, though. There's gonna be Primo versus Pinsir. Lower bracket match here. Primo has the chance to fight back out of the lower bracket against Pinsir. Pinsir as well has the same opportunity laid out in front of them. Primo, I've seen them play Port Bay and they have some pretty mean Port Bay strategies, so I think Pinsir are going to have their work cut out for them here. Primo's going to be taking 3 IS-4 and IS-7. Don't hate on the IS-7. The IS-7 does seem to work for them. They've got a T-22 and double E5s as well. And the thing with the IS-7 on Port Bay is if you're trying to play the C-cap against an IS-7, if you're in a medium, it's just going to be all kinds of annoying trying to dig it out of a hold down place. And it's really fast. And that's exactly why Primo uses this tank. They pair it with the T-22, cross it on the river, and they just basically have it sponging and just being annoying in the corner. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So, it works for them, so they use it. Again, IS-7, not really a lot of a meta tank, but if it works for them, why not use it, right? I don't think I've seen a team counter it either. Now, the thing you could do against it is shoot it as it crosses with some sort of fast heavy tank or a fast tank destroyer. However, tank destroyers just aren't really meta anymore. So taking a tank destroyer just for the IS-7 crossing is a little bit of kind of like it's not worth it. And additionally, if you're just going to be playing to counter something like that, it's not going to work out in your favor if the enemy does decide to do something different. And that's just the thing with counter strategies. Now, Pinsir is coming into the room now. It seems like they were doing some intense training up until now. It looks like Pinsir still hasn't got their whole team into the room yet, though. Now we've got the whole team here. Pinsir is going to be taking their lineup. Looks like they have a mouse for this strategy. 2 crons so far. A mouse, an IS-4, an E5, an STB, maybe 2 E5s. No, it's going to be a T-22 instead. STB might be an interesting choice for this map, though. There's a lot of good places where you can put it hold down. However, the STB is also a little bit sluggish compared to most mediums, so it is gonna have a little bit of a tougher time getting into the corner. In fact, the I7 would probably beat it there. But let's see. So they end up taking a Vickers Light, a T22 as well, E5 mouse, double crons, and an IS4. So that's a pretty interesting lineup here. They've got a mouse, which means they can at least contest the B cap. Maybe they'll play a strategy aiming to get the cap, but not sure how that would work out. Especially if Primo plays all C, it could be that they just get overwhelmed on that C cap there, should they play the mouse towards C or B. But I don't think there's a lot more options for a mouse on this map, so we'll see. Pinsir do have the good spawn to play aggressive on the C cap though, so they have that going for them. Alright, let's see, we're kicking it off here. Primo versus Pinsir in the lower bracket, and it looks like Pinsir is playing A and B. Pepe Hands in the Vickers Light, going to go for a boost, I believe. He's gonna get up onto this perch by just driving straight up the hill. Should he be able to do it right? And he does. Sierra looks like he's just gonna be pushing forwards for the C cap. He gets spotted by Pepe Hands, although Pepe Hands also gets spotted. Pepe Hands, you see here, is in a position where he can get reset shots into the C cap. However, if he tries doing that, he is 100% gonna get punished hard for it. Primo have put 2 tanks there. Tanner is coming forwards, and Pepe Hands might get punished here, although he doesn't. Chip takes a shot. Amorat now coming in with the reset shells, but he botches 2 shots on it. Pinsir dropping the cap lead. Pepe Hands takes a shot, as well as Sponge. Sponge in a little bit of a weird position here. Just going to be opting to back out. Might take another shot, though, but I don't think... I think he's safe by now. No, he's not. Even Steven gets a shot into him from across the map there. Luffy was able to get into the B cap. Pinsir, though, do get double caps, and that's going to be pretty huge. Amorat, you see him here. It looks like he's overextended, but he is definitely not. He's got the support of these tanks here. Pepe Hands, Kill 101 Warrior, Sponge as well. These tanks, Yarrow and Tanks Go Chu, can also push in should he get pushed. But even Steven is making a play onto the B cap. Even Steven might get punished hard for this, though. He's taking shells from everywhere. Down a lot of HP. And he's still getting focused out. Primo need to pick up more kills. Primo with the aggressive play. They do need to make that play, though, because they are down 2 caps to 1. So they opted to make for that really aggressive opening play. Amorat takes a lot of damage. So does even Steven. But even Steven goes down first. Primo down 1 tank really quick. Amorat might go down, though. And Primo equalizing the kills here. It's going to be down to focus fire at this point. Raikkonen is down pretty low HP. But so is Sponge here. Raikkonen now pushing forwards, even though he doesn't have much HP. And he's going to be taking a lot of hits there. Tanks Go Chu and Sponge working on him. But Yarrow is blocking the shots. Oh, no, he doesn't. Tanks Go Chu picks up the kill. Anyways, Luffy is getting focused out here. Kill 101 is farming, though. So it is a good play here by Pinsir. Chip gets picked up, and Primo are down by 3 tanks. Now they're about even, but Sponge gets picked up, and now both teams are down 3 tanks. Ghost Ranger is about to die here. 2 Kill 101. Sierra in the Team 22 is able to pick up Pepe Hands, and both teams are 3-on-3 now. Kill 101, though, has so much HP, and in that T22 medium, he is able to do quite a bit here. Sierra takes a shot at him, though, but Kill is bleeding a lot of HP now. Tanks Go Chu hasn't been picked up yet. Sierra could pick him. Oh no, Tanner picks him up. Yarrow is blocking Tanner from shooting at Kill 101, but Kill is making a super aggressive play. Might just get triple tapped here. Really big roll from Rob there. Kill 101 overextending a bit for this kill, but Sierra botches a really important shot there. Pinsir with the caps, although Primo has 2. Tanner might go down to Yarrow, but Yarrow needs to do a good job of not bleeding here. He picks up the kill, though, so it's going to be 2-on-1. Rob is full HP, though. Is he able to pick up the win? 2 versus 1. He's got 2 caps, but he needs to pick up a kill and like yesterday, because the caps are about to tick up for the win for Pinsir. Yarrow gonna be chilling there. He puts a good shot into Kill 101, but Yarrow was waiting around that corner, ready to punish him. He tries to shoot HE. Now, this is not the dumbest of plays. You're saying shooting HE at the IS-7, but what he was trying to do there was take his tracks off so he couldn't go forwards anymore. But in the end, it didn't matter. Now, had he caught the T-22 on fire or ammo racked him or something, that could have been a different story. He could have very well picked up the win against two-shot Yaro. But that's not what happened. Again, that miss from Sierra was absolutely huge. Had he penned at least one of the shots on that T-22 of Kill 101 Warrior, he would have been a one-shot for Rob, and Rob could have picked up the kill there. Now, obviously, that's not what happened, but this just goes to show the importance of making every single shot count in these important games. And just like that, Primo are down 1-0 against Pinsir. Oh, Pinsir probably feeling pretty good about themselves after that win. Primo, again, looking a little bit shaky today. I'm not sure what it is. But they're just not able to focus fire as well as I've seen them before. So, Primo need to pick it up from now on. Maybe it's just an off day, but they have to win at least this matchup against Pinsir. And an off day is not going to be the best excuse for dropping 2 games in a single day. Now, if Primo aren't able to pick up another win, Pinsir might just have the momentum to pick up the rest of the set. But again, Primo is no joke. They are the #1 seed for a reason. They went through basically the entire season almost undefeated and only losing, I think it was just 1 or 2 matchups. So although they might look a little bit shaky at the moment, they are definitely not out of the count. Primo looks like they're going to be taking a similar lineup. However, they do have a mouse this time. And they did drop the IS-7. They've got 3 IS-4s, 2 E5s, and a Kron as well. Pinsir are going to be taking a VK-90, a pretty interesting tank in terms of configuration. Primo looks like they're going to be playing towards the seaside again. They do have the good spawn for it. But interestingly enough, Pinsir were able to win with an A-B strategy. Again, getting those 2 caps is pretty big deal, because Primo was in the position where they had to make a play. And oh, actually, look at that. Kill 101 Warrior. I didn't know you could boost from this side as well. And he's in actually a really good spot there. Look at these Primo tanks. They're just sitting there like, do we want to get onto the cap? Well, they're going to push Ghost Ranger ahead of them. So he's going to force the STB of Kill 101 off of that hill. And Cora playing aggressively as well. Might get a good HE shell into him. Ooh, not an HE shell, but it was the effect there. Set him on fire. Primo are able to get the C cap. However, that STB did slow them down just enough so that they weren't able to get the cap advantage. Oh, Kill 1 again. Get shot again as he pushes out. Chip gets a good shell into his side. Exodius bleeding a little bit. Pinsir have a really passive strategy here. Gonna be chilling in their spawn. But again, Primo are the ones that are down on cap here. So they are ultimately gonna have to make the plays. It doesn't look like B is all that much of an option. But it looks like they might just push this spawn. Mako is pushing forward, trying to get some spots here, maybe trying to get some shots. Pepehan says that's suicide. Not sure what the call is going on. Maybe they're telling him to get into the corner for C since they're pinging it. Not really sure what's going on there. But you see Mako is in a good position to put pressure on Exodius. Not going to be poking up just yet, because if he does get spotted there, he might just get counter pushed. Ghost Ranger still spotted in the position above the C cap. Sponge just going to be chilling there, ready to get some shots into the B cap should any plays happen there. Tanner gets spotted by Pepe Hands. And yeah, I mean, just both teams are probing a little bit, looking for the enemy, where the enemy is mostly pooled up in. Primo looking to make some sort of a push later on. Luffy poking out a little bit aggressively, doesn't get punished though. Ghost Ranger does get shot from Tanks Go Chu, poking maybe just a little bit of his lower plate out. You got Kill 101 Warrior down to about half HP, but if you see there, he is pretty safe. You're gonna have to push in really far to get any sorts of shots into him. It might have been a Kill 101 that hit him, since Ghost Ranger is taking the blind fires, but look at this. Core is making a play onto the VCAP. Let's see if Sponge can do anything about it. He's got a pretty good position there in the VK, actually. It is a small shot, but he is able to get that HE shell in for a reset. Now, Cora, should he decide to push over to this side to get the cap, will get punished by the tanks over there, the Krans and the E5. So he's not going to be doing that, and it's better for him because he would lose a lot of HP there. So Primo know that B isn't really an option either. They're going to have to make some sort of a push now that they've probed here, unless they do try some sort of a double cap strategy. Putting 2 IS4s on the cap, maybe. But Sponge is in a bit of a better position to reset more of the cap this time. Cora pushing again forwards for the cap, but Sponge is just sitting there saying hello. Didn't expect him to be there, and Sponge with that micro rotation catching him off guard and actually punishing for him for it. Chip is going to be pushing forwards though. Sponge, Cora with the good shell into his commander's hatch, but look at this. Chip in that mouse going to be pushing forwards. Pepe Hands getting pushed on by Tanner. This could be pretty bad for Pinsir if they lose that light tank there. I'm not sure why he's not running. Let's check it out here. He's actually just going to be tying Tanner down, it looks like. Just going to be keeping him sitting there. Cora now pushing in towards the B cap. Just going to be pushing around. It looks like Primo are trying to squeeze Sponge out of there. Chip is in a really good spot there. Should he try to reset B? Oh, he might just get triple tapped here. Even Steven missing a shot, but it was a pretty small one there. Primo now have the B cap, and Pinsir are in the need to make a play, and they are pushing in for these Primo tanks. Yarrow pushing for the C cap, actually, maybe looking to put a shell in Tomeko, but doesn't pen the back. That is a huge miss there. Sponge just about gone. But Pinsir is working on that E5 with 2 tanks, so it looks like they're going to get the kill on Tanner, and they pick it up there, but they are way out of the fight. Mako goes down, though, so the caps are so close in Pinsir's favor. But Luffy goes down, and Primo now jump over them in terms of cap. Exodius might get triple tapped here. If he does, it could spell the loss for Pinsir. But look at this, 995. Pinsir are now on the B cap, but Exodius gets knocked out of the game, and Primo picked that game up on the caps by picking up those kills. Ghost Ranger was just about done as well. That game came so close. If Pinsir was a little bit quicker on picking up those kills, they would have had it, but no, Primo were able to squeeze Sponge out of that position that he was in to reset B, and jumped on him pretty aggressively. That kind of catalyzed the win for them there. So just like that, Primo are back in it 1-on-1 after Port Bay. So next game is going to happen on Fort Despair. The next 2 games, actually. Pinsir's going to be taking a lot of crons. They've got 2 E5s as well, and double mice. I would not be surprised if they make an aggressive play towards the B cap. However, with the double mice, they are also able to make a play on the C cap. Now, Primo are also taking 2 mice. They've got 4 IS4s and an E5 as well. Nope, 4 IS4s and a cron. And honestly, those IS4s could play either towards A, towards B, towards C, towards anywhere, because that's just what the IS4 does. It does everything. But I'm not sure if either team is planning for an aggressive play. Those E5s could definitely make it or break it for Pinsir, depending on how they play against those IS4s. But let's see. Double mice. there's really only two options for a strategy with double mice. Now let's see where those tanks from Primo are speed boosting off to, and it looks like they are going to be playing towards the C cap. Pinsir, though, taking those E5s, I'm not sure. It looks like actually both teams are playing towards C as well. Ray, with the super speed boost, though, gonna get onto that C cap really early, but he's spotted already. He might get nailed by all of those Primo tanks rounding that corner. He spots them all coming, and he is getting out of there as fast as he can. Oh, running into the building there. Definitely gonna hurt him. And actually, maybe not. Yarrow has taken some hits in the mouse. Primo has pushed in super aggressively towards C. I haven't seen a game like this in such a long time, actually. The last time I seen this sort of thing was probably 2018, where teams went towards the C cap. But look at this. Raikkonen's getting focused out. Kill 101 Warrior is getting focused out in the middle there. Ray in the E5 is getting focused out as well, but he's getting covered now. And that's going to be pretty good for Pinsir. Pinsir now going to be counter pushing against Primo's push here. Looking for the shots on Tantan. Tantan stops to take a shot. What is he doing there? He lost all of his HP for that. He knew he was the focus target as well, and he is getting absolutely punished for it. And he goes down. But Pinsir are bleeding a lot of HP. However, Primo have only picked up 1 kill so far. And they've got 2 tanks down, about half HP. Ooh, Rob gets picked up, 1200 combo. Primo now down 3 tanks. Pinsir down 2, but Sponge just gets absolutely hammered by an HE shell from Tanner. He is down now. And Tanks Go Chew also going to get focused out next. Even Steven with the shot into him. Big HE shell there. Might go down to Chip. Cora goes down. This game is pretty close. Pinsir need to get their tanks focused together, but those double mice of Primo are just going to be bullying them. Not going to be letting either Pepe Hands or Amorat get to Tanner, which is pretty much the softest tank on that team there. Amorat going to get picked up by even Steven, and those mouse from Primo are going to be picking this game up probably, just bullying Pepe Hands there. Yarrow coming around, but really can't do a whole lot to block for him now that he's out of the fight there. And Primo are going to win this game with this aggressive C play. And again, this isn't something I've seen for a very long time. Pepe Hands going to get shot by even Steven in the side there. Tanner with the kill shot. Oh no. And it's just Yarrow versus 3. I don't think, again, Pinsir, I don't think they're going to be winning this game anymore. But who knows? Let's see. Yarrow gets a good bounce. Chip trying to get a shot into him, gets a good shell into the upper plate. Again, a mouse with calibrated can just go straight through the upper plate. Tanner on single shot reload. Yarrow doing a good job of angling, it looks like, because Steven is having a little bit of trouble penning him, but he gets it anyways. Yarrow finally gets picked up, and Primo picking up the first win on Fort Despair. Oh man, look at those mice from Primo. 5.4k and 4.8k. Now, a lot of the times, mice are gonna be ignored for most of the game because mice are a little bit harder to focus out, and a lot of the time you want to knock out guns as fast as you can. So, a lot of the time, mice are just gonna be ignored. But sometimes, if they're able to get their guns to work there, they can just absolutely wreak havoc, because their DPM isn't like absolutely horrible. They've got a punchy gun as well. Well, their DPM isn't very good at all by any means, but it was able to the thing with the mouse is that you can pretty much keep your gun in the game for most of the game, again, because it doesn't get focused out, and even if you do, you can survive quite a while. So Pinsir not focus firing just as well as Primo did. Primo with the good pickups, although Primo were down on kills for a time, but they had the damage and they were able to rotate around to pick up those kills later on. So Primo were able to pick up that game on those kills. So Pinsir are 1 loss away from losing this set. Primo are 1 win away from redemption back into the upper brackets. Or maybe not. I think it's still lower bracket. But it's a different lower bracket that's not as low. But they can actually, no. They can still get knocked out with 1 more loss. So Primo is definitely not off the hook. Pinsir with an interesting lineup here. They got a 57 heavy, a 215 beat as well. Primo going to be taking a similar lineup as last game. They're taking 1 more Kron this time though, so let's see. Again, last game was a little bit of an anomaly. I haven't seen a C strategy played from both teams in a really long time, so meta is kind of weird nowadays. Let's see what happens this game though. Primo speed boosting some tanks over. Let's check out what their IS4s are doing, and it looks like they're just going to be taking the fight against Pinsir again. It looks like Primo are pretty good at their brawling. At least it seems like they're pretty confident in it. Pinsir going to be playing towards the C cap again. Sponge in a position to reset part of the cap. Same with tanks go shoot. Primo is going to be waiting a little bit on their tanks to group up for the push. But look at this actually. Both of the mice from Pinsir looking for some sort of a play here. Oh, Yarrow gets spotted by Tanner in the Kran. But Kill 101 hasn't been spotted yet. Even Steven is in a position to cover the B cap. Chip is in the mouse on the other side of the map. Not sure what's going on there, but Primo trying to step into that C cap, bleeding quite a bit for it. The 57 doesn't take any damage actually. Sponge might have a reset shell if he's able to move into this position quick enough, and he is going to be able to do so. Gets a good shot into Tan. HE shell for the reset. Cora isn't able to get the cap as I thought. Okay. Kill 101 is able to pick up the B cap. I thought that even Steven was there to defend it, but it looks like he didn't want to poke and get punished like he just did. So Pinsir did set up well for that B capture strategy. Chip is now going to be pushing forward with his HP. Amorat looking for some shots into those tanks as they rotate around. Chip takes a shell from Kill 101. Kill 101 is in a little bit of a tight spot, but he should be fine for the time being. He's able to just side scrape off of this little corner here, and Primo would have to push up very far into harm's way to get shots on him. But Amorat, oh, he might get punished here by Tanner in the Kran. Might just get 3 shots into him, but oh, it might be a trade here. Tanks go shoot. Oh, but he's gonna block Amorat. Ooh. Oh man, that was not a good play for Pinsir there. Ray is in a position to punish Chip though, but I think Primo did win down on that trade. Kill 101 now in a... Ooh, yeah, again, Primo with the map position here, it looks like they're just going to have the advantage on this sort of play. But Pinsir is going to be rotating forwards. They need to make a counter push here. Sponge is losing a lot of HP. Kill 101 is down pretty low as well. But Primo doesn't seem to be able to decide on a focus target yet. But Tanks Go Chu is pushing so aggressive in that 57. He's going to get punished for sure. Rob is taking all sorts of hit, but it looks like Tanks Go Chu is permatracked there, and he's gonna go down for it. Primo with the first kill of the game, gonna be in the advantage here. They've got the HP advantage as well. Pinsir pushing forwards for the damage is gonna be losing a lot of HP. Chip is down pretty low, Sponge as well, but Primo just have this game on HP for now. Sponge just about to get knocked out by HE shell from Raikkonen. Well placed shot there. Yarrow bleeding as well, and it looks like Pinsir aren't going to be able to pick up this game. The 215B now getting focused out, and that's the last of their DPM tanks. Both the 57 and the 215B being lost very early in the game. Not going to be doing them any good. Yarrow gets picked up now, and it's 5 guns on 2. So Primo again picking up the kills, picking up the damage, able to pick up the game pretty comfortably in the end. Pinsir just kind of threw away their HP in that push. The 57 basically used up his full tank for a single clip into a Kran. Not the best trade there at all. He probably thought he was safe because he wasn't the focus target at the beginning, but yeah, he gets knocked out pretty quick. Ray against 5. And he's just gonna get beat down here pretty soon. Good things going on in the chat. GG's, well played. Good sportsmanship all around here. Primo again picking up that game on the good focus fire, as well as being able to pick up the priority tanks first. The 57 getting knocked out very early, big deal there. Pinsir just weren't able to position those tanks as effectively as they should have. So that was the second and final matchup for the day. Both, Pinsir get knocked out of top 8. Congratulations to Primo for making it into top 4. Not sure how the other matchup went. Apex were able to beat CPG 3-1 as well. So both Apex and Primo winning their matchups 3-1. CPG's getting knocked out of top 8 as well. Hats off to them. So 4 teams have been knocked out in 2 days. Purple hated on the first day, Pinsir CPG on the second. Tomorrow there should be 2 more teams knocked out, and that will mean that for our finals matchup, which I believe takes place on Sunday, we will know who the final 2 teams are going to be. I think. I'm going to check the tournament schedule just to make sure. Let's see. This might be out of date as well. No, they actually changed it. So we had these matches today. Second upper bracket round and second lower bracket round. There's going to be a third lower bracket round tomorrow. That's interesting. There's only 1 game tomorrow. There's going to be upper bracket final on Saturday. And lower bracket final on Saturday as well. 2 games then. And then the grand final, which happens on Sunday. So that's what's going to happen next in these coming days. So the tournament is coming to a close pretty soon. 4 teams have already been knocked out. 4 teams remain. And that's going to be cut down to 2 by Sunday. So well done to all the teams tonight. Unfortunately, some weren't able to pull through. Pinsir and CPG both getting knocked out today. But they did their best. They played against tough opponents. And unfortunately, they weren't able to come out on top. But that's just how it is sometimes. Valuable experience, though. Making it this far. So I think I'm going to be calling the stream there. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow there should be 1 more match. And then after that on Saturday, 2 more. So I'll see you for those games. Again, thank you all for watching.